Question is, how can I run the 𝗬𝗑𝗫𝗫 into the Arduino IDE? First, you need to go to Tool, okay? Alright, you start first by the board manager. You need to download it here, okay? This is the first thing you do. You type 𝗬𝗑𝗫𝗫 expressive, okay? This one, the first one that you see here, okay? This is the one that you need, the board manager that you need to install for you to run 𝗬𝗑𝗫𝗫. Okay, you can see that I'm not using the last version for some good reasons. Make sure that you're not installing the last version. Otherwise, you're going to run into problems. When you're running the driver motor, you're going to have a 𝗏𝗏 error. Okay, 𝗏𝐶 error. So to avoid that, this new version, don't use it. Go for the version that is lower to 2.14. Okay, all the version that comes before the old version under 0.20.14, select, we can install them. Don't go for any version that is up, because you're going to run into that problems that I'm actually that you can avoid by following these steps. Okay, and this is where you get your. So we're not gonna use that for now. Let's install this one. Okay, I already installed this one, so just click on install, select that version 14, and then you should be good to go. Okay, so this is what you need to do. You select this one and then click install. Okay, it's going to load. That once you're done installing this board, and this is where you get your board manager. Otherwise, you can go to tools and straight to. This is where you can get the board. You go to board manager. If you click there, it's going to take you to this board manager that you see here. Then this is where you're going to import the library. For example, if you're working with LCD, okay, this is where you're going to install it there. But for now, we're not going to focus on libraries. We need to set up the ESP board. So I'm going to close it. Then, if you still remember, we know our port. I'm going to open the device manager again. So you're just gonna go to this and then you type device manager, and make sure that you have already installed the silicon driver. Okay, the silicon driver is very important. You need to make sure that you go to this website, okay, and then you just download the silicon driver before you use your 𝗬𝗑𝗫𝗫, as I shown that previous video. So you're just gonna go, you click on this one, okay, and you should be able to download your silicon port. And once it's done, you can actually open it. Okay, and if you're using Windows, this is the right version. You go to 64-bit. That's the one you're going to install. Double click on it and install it. Once you're done installing this one, okay, and from this silicon website, then you're good to go. So you should be able to see whenever you connect your USB to the port manager, to the this port USB port, you should be able to get the driver. So you should be able to get this under port. When you go under port, this is what we have installed. Okay, so whenever I remove my USB from the 𝗬𝗑𝗫𝗫, then you see the port is going to disappear. So you see it's no longer there. And then when I'm going to connect my 𝗬𝗑𝗫𝗫 USB cable, the USB cable, I should be able to see the silicon port. And then you see the number, it's COM11. This is the same that I'm going to use into our IDE, the same port number. Okay, back to our IDE. Then I do have a shortcut here, but I'm gonna leave it for later. You're just gonna go here. You go under 𝗬𝗑𝗫𝗫. We're going to go with 𝗬𝗑𝗫𝗫 dev modules. This one. Make sure that you always select this one. when we work with ESP32. Okay, and this is the port. We're actually working with COM11. It's the same way. I can even set it up from here. Okay, so this is what we're using, COM11, and then we get our ESP board dev modules. And there's something very important. It's under partition. Remember, the ESP32 has a memory, and the speed, we need to increase the speed to huge AP. That is like when we work with website, we want to run a website into the ESP32, then there's a limit of what you can upload. So we need to increase it either to this one, okay, that you see here, or this one. So we're going just to stick to this one, huge. Okay, this is very important because if you don't set up this one, you're going to run your program and then you're going to get errors that you don't even have space to upload, or the file is too large. Okay. The last thing, very important, is when you go to preferences. Okay. So this is in case that sometimes you don't need us to go, but let me just give you the right way to do this. You just go into Advanced Manager. You're going to add this URL. Okay. There's more, but you can add this one, so then you can have your packages index. So you just click there, okay. So you got this one, and then you click okay. So this is how you going to be able to run your ESP32 into the Arduino board. Now we are good to go. And remember, this is the port, and then you can run the code. And remember, the COM, you need to check the one that you got on your PC. It might differ to the one I have, and always select this one. So then we're going to run the ESP32 instead of the Arduino board. This is gonna give us the possibility to use the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth option on our ESP boards, and to have multiple pins, GPIO pin that we can use. And there are, if you want example that you can run to get, for example, the IP address of your ESP board and the rest, okay, and you can just go here and then you run this project just to give you an idea of these are just example. Okay, so let's see which one we can try now. And if you want to get your ESP32 IP address, this is how we're going to get the IP address. So we're going to set it this way, and for the serial, you're going to get it here. If you click here, you should be able to get your serial, and this is what we have set, 115200. Okay, so this is what we have set. Now let's just put our password and pin just for us. And this is my network, so I'm going just to use this information here. So for the name, this is what we're going to use. Okay, so this is what we have on our network. Okay, that's what you see here. So I'm going to open my network, then run the code. Okay, so I'm going to run it from here. This is a way you can upload, and this one just to verify that you upload to your ESP board. Make sure that you got all the information as here, or maybe you're just gonna come here and check for board, and then you should be able to run this code. Okay, so this is what we're gonna get. First, we're going to upload this code. Okay, the compiling time. Okay, so now you can see the uploading time. It's going to upload. Okay, now you can see we get when we're done, we're gonna get this information here. Okay, So this is what you're going to get from this ESP32. Okay, and this is the IP address that's gonna get from the ESP32 that is connected to our network. This is what we're gonna get. So I've made some adjustment to this code, so we should be able to see the IP address. I'm going to upload this one. So the idea is, so I've set this internet as to us in the baud rate. Now you can see I've included this information so that you can see the on the same serial monitor the when the USB is connected to the network and the IP address of our USB. Okay, so this is it. Okay, now it's going to upload to COM11. So let's wait for when it's gonna reach 100%. Okay, and then leaving as I said. So when you go here, we should be able to see the IP address and the Wi-Fi it's actually connected. So I'm gonna zoom in so then we can see. Okay, so this is the information. This is the IP address connected to this Wi-Fi. So this is what we get on our ESP. Okay, so this is inside the Arduino IDE, as you can see, and it's inside the serial monitor. Okay, so this is what we get. And if you go to our network hotspot, so and then you can see this is what we get here. All right, this is okay. So you can see it's similar to what you see here. So as an example, now that we have obtained this information, then this is already where to download the Arduino IDE. You also got this option. You can just go to your Microsoft Store if using Windows and then just install this one or the other version. But I would advise you to go with the one from the browser, which you're gonna get the last update. Okay, so you have also the option to download the IDE that you get from this Microsoft Store. If you don't want this one, you go to your browser, your favorite browser, and you're just going to download the one that you need. Okay, if you just go to this website, okay, and then open this link. When you click here, you should be able to download it. Since I'm using Windows, okay, this is where I can download. You can go with the Windows 10 version on US. When you click on download, then you'll be able to see to get the software. Okay, so I'm going just to pause